So now that I've done the bicep anatomy, the tricep anatomy, I've done the leg anatomy, I think it's time to work on the back anatomy. So let's get into it. So as a preface, I have not worked out today, so the back is not as pumped up as it could be, but I will do my best to give an example of the muscles that I can point to on my backside. If I can't reach them, then I apologize. So, starting with the traps. I had a moment there. These are your traps that run up your neck like this, from your neck down, along to the shoulders. Now with the shoulders, you have your rear deltoids, you have your side delts, and what you can't see in the front is your front delts. These show off that iconic bodybuilding look. And when you are sort of relaxed like this, you can really see how the shoulders get wide, right? So when you sort of bring your scaps together, your scaps are the parts that you've just seen come forward. They are the erectors that sit erect on your back. So relaxed, and then I'm sure if I do this, you're now erect. The muscles are erect, right? So you can see them. The erectors, that's why they're called erect, because they get long and hard when you flex them like this. Now, they go down your backside all the way to your gluteus maximus, which is at the very bottom of this camera, which you cannot see. Now, for the purposes of this video, this is as far as I will go because this is a back anatomy. So, below, obviously, is just the bottom side of my body. So, do with what you will, your imagination. But this is, you can sort of picture what the rest of my body would look like. But the backside, this is what we're talking about. The shoulders, the backside, medial shoulders, the rear delts a lot. That's like when you're flexing like this and you're seeing this muscle here. These are your rear delts. Obviously with a tattoo, they don't show as much. Now, for the purposes of this, I will have sections where I am turning around to show you the front delts. But right now, we are going to speak about the rear back. So you've got your traps, like I said, connecting to your shoulders on either side. And then you have your rhomboids. Your rhomboids are these muscles that sit in the center of your back, right here on your spine. Well, essentially holding your spine together like this. Just pretend that you have a long line like this, as you can see. And then when you flex your shoulders together, those rhomboids contract. The erectors that are going down your backside right here. I'm not sure how far you can see my fingers. I'll get them up. And then they go down the center of your back. If you feel the backside of your back right now, and you're standing up straight, you should be erect as your muscles are strong and holding you. When you flex your shoulders together like this, you are now contracting those muscles, which makes them become, the erectors become more erect, holding up the stability of your spine. And when you loosen yourself, you can feel those muscles on either side of your spine. Again, what are they called? The erectors, yes. They stand. I'm not sure that you understand why they're called the erectors, because they help you stand erect. That is the whole purpose of them, to help you have a stature where you are standing tall and proud, hence erectors. And like I said, they go down to your gluteus maximus. So you're erect all the way until you get to the glutes. And yeah, that's where it ends. They attach and go, so the erectors are erect, and then they go into the glute. And then that's where they end, because the gluteus maximus, at that point, is then the primary dominant muscle that connects down to your legs. Again, that's for a different story, a different time. so I'm hoping that I'm in the center of the screen for all of you when you do a double bicep flex and you spread your lats like so. You can really see a lot of the muscles working if you have your shoulders like this and then you pull back, pulling like sort of you're pulling a machine towards you. You can see all of the muscles on my left side contract. The same goes for the right side like that. And then if you do pull both, you can see all the muscles contracting at once. You go up with them contracted, and then you come forwards. When you come back, you can see the muscles contract again. When you go up like this, and then you bring them down, you can really see how muscles react to each other. It's very interesting. Now, we're going to talk about the front delt, so let's turn around. Okay, now we are talking about the front delts. That's these ones right here. Again, when you go up to do a bicep pose, you can see this front delt is reacting. And what you can also hear is a plane above me, like always, because we live near an airport. So like I was saying, the front delts here are active, which means your rear delts that we've looked at earlier are inactive at that moment. They're working, they're just not fully flexed. And then you have, obviously here, the front delt as well. Like I said, we're keeping it from the chest up because the purpose of this is to show off the upper anatomy. And then obviously, when you flex your traps like this, they are now docile, they are stagnant, they're not sort of working at all. But when you lift one up, you can see how it brings your whole shoulder, the whole area up. When you bring both up like this, you can see how it makes you look like you have no neck. There you go. It's hard to get myself even sometimes. Obviously I have a limp shoulder here because the other side goes up a lot higher. So if I stand it properly like this, then I went like that. There we go. It sort of gives you a double neck when you do that. So that is your bicep area. So like I said, when you flex, you can see the front delts. Now, let's go back behind me. Okay, we're gonna let this jet sort of just do its thing, so you'll hear it in the background, but that's okay. So like I said, when you pull your scaps together, you can see how your rhomboids have become contracted. The erectors are still doing their job a little bit more because you're pulling yourself backwards. So the muscles down your spine are obviously doing their job. The purposes of them, like I said, is to keep you hard and erect so that you can stand tall and you don't fall over. Obviously, your abs at this time are obviously working to stabilize you from falling forwards, and your erectors are helping keep you erect so that you don't fall backwards. The human body is absolutely incredible. So if we go to the double bicep flex again, you can see a little bit more detail. It's a little bit closer. Now I'm going to turn around. Good. I wanted to make sure that you could see the muscles really working. Now, as you lose weight, you will continue to see more definition come through into your entire body. Currently, I'm losing weight, so it is making the muscles pop that much more so for this anatomy class of the upper back. It's doing its job. It's actually helping quite a bit. So, short and sweet, obviously, that's what makes anatomy class very good. You don't need a long time to have a lot of fun when you learn about muscles. So I hope you've learned something from this anatomy class. I'm sure that you can tell me some of the muscles that you were able to have worked today. You have your rear delts, you have your traps, you have your rhomboids up here leading down the center of your back to your, what are those center muscles called that keep you long and erect? That's right, and they keep you erect all the way down till you get to the lower back where your gluteus maximus takes over. So I hope anatomy.